Welcome to our Zoom tutorial where we're going to go over different ways you can access a Zoom link. The first way I'm going to go over is accessing a Zoom link via Google Calendar. So first I would go to Google and sign into your Gmail account using your OUSD email. So here I've logged into my OUSD email and I'm going to model how to get to a Zoom link through Google Calendar. The first thing I want to do is go up into the right hand corner and go to kind of what looks like a waffle, which represents the Google Apps. I'm going to click on that and go down to Calendar. Once I open Calendar, I can see all the different activities or meetings that I've been invited to by a teacher, by another staff member, or maybe a friend. I'm going to go to Monday and go down to Thatcher Advisory. I'm going to click on that bubble and I'm able to see here that there is a Join Zoom Meeting link. So all I have to do is click on that and that will lead me to the meeting or Zoom meeting that I need to go to. The next option we have is to just go directly through Google Classroom. So again, you go back to your email, you go up to the waffle or the Google Apps, and you can go down and find the Google Classroom icon. Once you sign in to once you get into your Google Classroom, you can pick the class that you need to go to. So I'm going to go ahead and pick Advisory Thatcher. I'm going to enter into the stream where there may be some notifications or messages from your teacher, and I'm going to go over to classwork because that's where any Zoom links may be posted. I can see that down here it says daily Zoom links 9:30 to 9:45, and I'm going to open that up. So it looks like here I can join the Zoom meeting by entering this ID number and this password. So that means I could open a new window and search zoom.us. That allows me to go into the website and I can just click up here and join into a meeting. This allows me to copy and paste this information, my meeting ID. I can copy it and I can paste it and select join. And then I can join into this meeting that way. Another way that you could join into a meeting is by receiving an email. So for example, I received an email from Mr. Mayer with a Zoom link to the webinar during the first week of school. So I can just go down to that link, click on it, and it will take me to the meeting. Unfortunately, because this meeting ID has expired, it won't take me directly. But if it wasn't expired, it would take me directly to where I needed to go. Another option is to go to any participant packet or other Google Doc that your grade level has used. So again, I could go back up to the Google Apps, go into the Drive. You could either search for the participant packet, or I just usually go to Recents because I know that I look at that document a lot. You can see it's the first thing here, so I can click on that. That will open. And I can see that there's many Zoom links here. So maybe I want to click on the Zoom link for lunch with Mrs. Anderson and other teachers. So I can go ahead and click on Join Zoom Meeting, and that will also get me to her lunch meeting. So again, this meeting hasn't started, so students may see waiting for the host to start this meeting. Once she has signed in and started it, then it will allow me into the Zoom meeting. So those are a couple of different ways on how to access a Zoom link to an advisory class or your core classes or your elective class. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to Google Calendar because I find this the easiest way to get somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and log on to my advisory for tomorrow morning. So again, I'm just going to click on Join Zoom Meeting. This is going to allow me to get to the actual page. So again, here I am. There's a couple of different things. You want to make sure that you are on mute when you enter into a meeting, and you want to also make sure that your video is on. A couple of things, if you click on this, you're able to see the participants. From here, you are able to rename yourself, and we want to make sure all of our students are named their first name, last name, and then their pronouns. So again, I go by she, her. So I want to make sure that that is visible for the teacher and other students to see. Some other options you have down here are nonverbal communication. So if you would to click on this, this may tell a teacher that, yes, I understand. Or you may say, no, that doesn't make sense. Or you may be needing to tell a teacher, you're going too fast, slow down. Or maybe you're a little bored and it's going too slow, so you want to tell the teacher to go a little faster. You can also give a thumbs up, a thumbs down, you could clap, or you could say that you need a break. Also, when you're a participant, right before the yes, there should be a hand raised option. So you can click on that and virtually raise your hand. Another option is to chat. So here I could send a message to everyone in the meeting and say, hey. Or maybe I would answer the question a teacher's asking using the chat bar. I can also have some reaction, so I may choose to react with a clap or a thumbs up if the teacher asks me to do so. Again, every Zoom may look a little bit differently depending on what type of computer or laptop or tablet or phone that you are using. So some computers or tablets or phones allow for a virtual background and others may not have that capability to do so. Another thing that is great about Zoom is also in the right-hand corner. There usually is another tab, if there was more people, that allows me to change how I'm looking at people. So if there was a lot of people in this meeting, I may want to see all of them by clicking on the grid option. But I may be distracted by all of that. Maybe people are doing other stuff. So I could change that to speaker view so that I would just see who's ever talking. So if the teacher was talking like myself, then I would only see that person. Another way would be great is to minimize the screen. So if you're entered at full screen, you could click this green button up in the corner or press escape and then make this a smaller screen. That way I could also have my Google Classroom open. I could also minimize this screen. Therefore, I could be looking at two different things. I'm involved and engaged in the class on Zoom, and I also could follow the teacher's directions and maybe go look at this homework for advisory at the same time. So that's another way to also kind of be looking at two things at once. Anyways, thank you for your time, and hopefully this was a helpful tutorial.